Hey Gemini, welcome to the Jezebel Way Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing your What's in Their Head for the month of February. Wanted to say thank you for the 3,423 views for January's What's in Their Head. We've reached 28,000 subscribers. Thanks so much, you guys. I sure appreciate it. On the 8th, we have the full moon in Leo, and that's going to be a time for you to break out of whatever rut you feel like you've gotten in, or make some changes. Also, that's a day of attraction, so you might feel extra attractive, or you might notice that people are extra attracted to you. On the 16th, Mercury retrogrades in Pisces, and that might be a day for you to not really do anything very important. Communication may be difficult on that day. On the 18th, that is Pisces season. So empathy, healing, intuition, and creativity. You'll be having feelings of that throughout the season. On the 27th, the new moon in Pisces. So that's going to be a day of extra intuition. So if you want to know what's going on, that's the day to know it. Also, new moons are good for setting your intentions for the new year. So, Cross watchers, come on in. Let's see if we can get Gemini a good read. These cards are new. They're a little bit hard to shuffle. Okay, the Star card, Gemini. So love, 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 healing, wish granted from the universe, followed by the Ace of Wands. So new, moving forward, and the Eight of Coins. So some of you may have gotten a new job and you're doing really well and you're moving forward in your career. Some of you, though, are moving forward and willing to put some work into a love relationship that has been a wish fulfillment for you. So let's see, how does your partner see you? How do they feel about you? What are their intentions? How do they see you physically? And a potential final outcome. Queen of Swords, Gemini. Followed by the Four of Coins. So it looks like your partner sees that you've let go of something and you're willing to relay that you've let go of something. You're moving forward. So let's see how they feel about you. Ten of Cups was in the reverse. We're going to turn it upright. Ten of Cups. So they may feel that you're defensive about starting a relationship, or that you're defensive about being in relationship with them at this time because you're full steam ahead. So let's see what their intentions are. You know, you could be telling them that you've moved on. You've moved on from this relationship and you're seeing what's out there. Okay, Tower in the reverse, but we're going to turn it upright. So I think that they feel like something's blown up, definitely. And in the reverse, there's not a lot of forward movement. They want forward movement. They want to come together with you. They want to move forward with you. They want to come and bring you some truth very fast, but they're kind of a little bit depressed because they feel like they've been ripped off a little bit. But I think as further along we go, the more we'll see it's kind of their own doing. They feel like that this may be a situation about control, and maybe they feel like you're too controlling. But you know what? If you've laid down a boundary and you're ready to move forward with something and you're doing something good for yourself, and that's not harmful or malicious to anyone else, but you're worried about you and your career or your forward movement or whatever, and someone wants to say that that's controlling and domineering, then that person's insecure and that person needs to go away and work on themselves. Also, if they're telling you you're too much, I can't handle you, that's a person who wants to control you. If a person wants to decide what you need to say and how you need to say it, that's a person who wants to control you. So just remember, if they're telling you, well, you're just one of those feminazis, or you're just this, or you're just that, and you just want everything. And look, that's a person who's lost already. Okay, just remember that. That's a person who's lost already, and they know it, and they don't like it. And anytime you get on a path, and a path that you're supposed to be on, a path that's right for you, you're going to encounter people like that along the path. And sometimes those people don't need to be on the path. So just remember that. They're feeling like there's some element of control. They want to gain control, but they are out of control. So they're using words or manipulation or things to make you feel like you're a certain way in order to gain control over you. And we simply cannot let that happen. So let's see how they feel about you physically. Happiness, Sun card. They want happiness, but they're kind of going in a funny way about getting it. Just remember, anybody who tries to change who you are, or makes you feel boxed in, or, that's a person who wants control over you. So that right there should already tell you that that's not love, okay? That's a taker, okay? And they want to take from you and make you feel as low as they do, okay? So don't forget that. It looks like they want some moments with you, but there's a lot of defensiveness about that. I think that they're trying to tell you to be more comfortable with them. They want you to be more comfortable with them physically. They want you to be more comfortable physically in your own right. However, there's a reason why you're not feeling comfortable. Okay, there's a reason why when they walk in a room you shut down, or there's a reason why you don't want to get undressed in front of them, or there's that more than just, hey, you know what, my rolls are acting up today or whatever. There's a reason that you're not feeling settled and comfortable with this person, okay, because they are inadvertently giving you that energy and you're absorbing that. Okay, so again, somebody's trying to make you feel a certain way. Don't allow that to happen. There's no intimacy here. I think there's been a lot of clandestineness here. There's been a lot of secret meetings and things like that. Again, control. But understand that this kind of control is both of you intermittently having control, and that takes a lot of trust. And there's a reason why you don't trust this person, because they want control of you. They have a little bit of an obsessive quality. Again, the intimacy is lacking from this situation in a big way. I think they want companionship, but do you see how this lady here is a little bit lower than he is, okay? I think that lends to the idea that they want to elevate themselves above you, and they're not able to accomplish that on their own, so they're going to make you feel bad, and they're going to drain you, and they're going to take from you in order to feel elevated. So bear that in mind. This may be a person that you kicked to the side and they needed to be because it's time to move up. Maybe dealing with a narcissist. So, you're not going to waste any time planning for your future. You're like, I'm out. I'm going to plan for my future. I'm getting my own apartment, whatever. And it's been a little bit slow coming to that decision, but you finally made that decision. You were going to be single and loving it. You're not quite single yet, maybe. You're working toward that because it was in the reverse, but that's where you're headed. And you know that you're on a path and you need to find your spiritualness and you need to go out and be on your journey, and you're going to do so. And you've got everything you need to make that happen. Speak your truth. Get rid of the anxiety. The anxiety is this person creating that negative energy in your energy field and in your environment. And the Empress is going to put on her crown and keep on walking. Very good, Gemini. Bottom of the deck, Princess of Coins. You're grounded. You're good to go financially. You're working toward that anyway. You're working on the right things and your mind's in the right place. So if this person's dimming your light, you know, it might be time for them to find a light of their own. All right, so let's get some advice cards here. You know, I'd love for all the reads to be about roses and candy and, you know, oh yeah, they love you. And sometimes they are, you know, sometimes we get lucky and we get those kind of reads, but sometimes we get the reads that teach us a lesson and say, hey, you know what? There's a reason that person made you feel that way. It's time to keep moving. You are on the right track. So maybe that person needs to take their focus off of you and put it back on themselves so they could elevate themselves without stepping on your back to do it. Believe in the impossible, Gemini. You can do it. You've got all the tools you need. So for those of you, you and your loved ones are safe, that are trying to get out of bad relationship, you know you need to get out. You've got everything you need to do it. Do it. Take time to breathe out. Okay? It's time to take action. Work through your fears. So you could be in a situation with a narcissistic type personality, tendencies, whatever you want to call it, who has made you feel like you can't do anything on your own because you are this and you are that. And, you know, because they continually feed you toxicity. And I think they've worn you down to the point where you're afraid that they're right, that you can't do it. But that's not the case. You need to examine those fears and work through them and understand that you're feeling a certain kind of way because they're making you feel that way. And it may be time to disconnect from that person and move forward on your own. When I'm in alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. When you're in alignment with the divine, whatever your divine is to you, and when you're in alignment with yourself and you're being truthful within yourself, okay, and your peace cannot be disrupted, okay? If you're being true to yourself, your peace can't be disrupted. So just remember that. Through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. So someone's dimming your light and you have an important job to do, okay? You have a path of your own that will affect your environment, people, whatever, your children. And it's time for you to get on that path and not let this person prevent your light from shining. Because what you do does create a ripple effect, okay? The things you do today may affect people tomorrow. So just remember, you've got a job to do. Don't let this person hold you back. In any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. So all of these things are telling me that you need to really sit down and analyze some stuff and think about what kind of direction you want to move moving forward. You know that this person is not good for you, so you have to make the decision to move forward. So you just got to figure out how you're going to get that done. But don't spend too much time there, because remember, you have everything you need to do it. Mysticism. So Universe may be guiding you in a specific direction to a specific job or a specific organization or something like that. You need to pay attention to those signs because that's your guidance, okay? Perseverance. You've endured a lot of issues with your sacral chakra, okay? It could be issues of infidelity or infertility or some issues with sex control, okay? You've endured a lot of things. It's time to rest and let that and release that and let that go. You could be having guilt because this person's made you feel as if you owe them something, okay? And you could be feeling a lot of guilt while they sit over there. You're doing all the work, okay? Well, they're sitting over there feeling sorry for themselves. Well, it's time to break out of that cycle. It's time to let go and complete the cycle that you're in. Forgive yourself. Don't grow impatient. Let things unfold how they're supposed to while you're working on your new path. Sometimes we have to accept that relationships don't work out. Sometimes we have to accept that people are where they are, and we can't propel them in any kind of direction. They have to be willing to propel themselves in that direction. Gratitude. Start having an attitude of gratitude. I'm abundant. I am grateful. I'm resilient. Things are always working out for me. I can handle whatever comes my way. Start putting that out there. Miracle. You're being guided, okay, toward a new path. So pay attention to the signs the universe is bringing you. What's your passion? What's awakened you? Where's your creativity lie? Those are the things that you need to examine. So Gemini, that's what I have for you. What's in their head for February. I'll be back shortly for love and separation. First half.